Well, left click was throw, so maybe right click. Oh. Well, that was easy. Hey everybody, and welcome back to another playthrough episode. In the last episode, we unlocked tiers 7 and 8, finally into the end game stuff. We're trying to get to the end of all of these tiers, unlock all of these milestones, and then get our trophy from the awesome shop. So my number one priority is the Mach 5 logistics milestone. That's going to give us the Mach 5 belts and lifts. But to do that, we need this aluminum sheet. And that means we actually have to unlock the bauxite refinement first. So that's why I've got this one selected. We already have everything to unlock this, so that's going to be super easy. We can go ahead and unlock it in this episode, but we're not going to set up our aluminum, I guess, processing line yet because it's going to take a bit of work. What I want to do now in preparation for that so that we can support everything is add the fuel generators that I mentioned we needed in the last episode, because we hit a power outage when we set up those manufacturers to make the space elevator delivery. So we are going to be adding 24 new fuel generators. You can see we need a lot of quick wire for that. So I'm also going to go over and set up our very first Caterium miner. I made some of these charges so we can knock the balls off. We can blow the balls off the node, and then we'll be able to set up a miner. So let's go ahead and do that first. This is going to be my first time using this Obelisk detonator. I'm not even sure how to use it. Assuming I just left click to throw the charge and then maybe left click boom? I don't know, we're gonna see. Let's get this out of the way so it doesn't get blown up. Let's try placing it right between the balls. Okay, there it is. Now how do I detonate it? Right click? Well, left click was throw, so maybe right click. Oh! Well, that was easy. I didn't even check what type of well is this. Oh, it's a pure one. Or node, I mean. Got a pure node, baby. Let me remind myself what the recipe is. Okay, so we need 45 Caterium. So instead of transporting all that Caterium to the base, since we need to transport about 3 times as much to make the ingots, we're going to do that all on site, kind of like we've been doing for other ores. Yeah, so we are going to need a pretty large area, so I'm thinking I'm just going to build over the abyss and then carry it up this way. That'll be kind of cool. It'll give us a really large area to expand into if we ever need it in the future. Need some infrastructure here. I think that's good. This is kind of a very precarious place to be building this, so good thing I got my jetpack on. Ooh, that's what I mean. Hey, it's been a while since I've seen you. You're having a cup of coffee too, huh? Cheers, bud. Whoops. How do I grab that? I did not mean to do that. I really don't want to blow this thing up. Oh, that sucks. Well, I hope I don't accidentally blow up my storage unit full of concrete. That would be a very sad day. Let's just take our hand off the detonator there. You know, I'm starting to realize this area over the abyss is actually a pretty giant. I mean, we could build like an infinite sized base out here. Like, what if we filled this entire space right here in front of the waterfall? And it kind of looks like you can even go over there. Like, is there more land over there? I mean, this would be the base of a lifetime. Okay, we should have plenty of space to work with here. Oh, by the way, I installed the mod manager that people were telling me about. I'm excited to use it, but I decided, since I pretty much played the entire game just in, you know, with the vanilla version without any kind of mods. I'm a purist like that. Anyway, I decided just to finish the game that way since I'm pretty much close to beating the game, or to at least getting through all of the achievements in the hub. So once I do that and then I start going crazy with, just doing different projects, I'll definitely be looking into using some of those mods. So for now, we're just going to keep playing the game we've always played it with the rollerblades. Okay, sweet. So we've got our smelters online. We have a Mach 2 line coming down with the ingots, and we're just going to run that all the way to the base. Don't mess with me, my Caterium ingots fool. Alright, so we got the ingots coming down the line there. It's kind of crossing the ramp here at the second steel factory. I just elevated it, so hopefully it doesn't have any problems running into the tractor. So this was the smaller concrete area that we had over here. This whole area above it was just kind of open, and it's got a really nice potential for scaling, so we might just end up having the other Caterium sources delivering their ingots to the same area. So now that we've got quick wire, we'll wait for that to pile up and go grab the rest of our materials for those fuel generators. Man, that took me an hour to get all that done, and we still have the whole generator upgrade, the whole power upgrade to do. So this episode's gonna be taking a little while. We've resorted to this because we have a shortage of steel pipes. Our buffer is completely used up. We don't have any excess of steel pipes, and so I'm literally just grabbing them off the line until I get the 240 that I need here. I realize that we have a lot more room for expansion in the steel factory with all the ingots that are coming in, so we will be doing that in the near future as well. Real sad day when you gotta wait things to come right off the assembly line. Oh, we need more pipes. Alright, we got the motors, so we're about this. Pull the trains here. By the way, I set up conveyor belts on both sides of the track, and with the blades it's actually pretty fast. It's not quite as fast as the train, but I'd say like close to 90% the speed of the train when you have the blade runners and you're running on top of the belt there. So that's when the train is just left and you don't want to wait a few minutes for it to make the way all the way back. It works pretty well. Look at all that splendor. Splendor, not Splenda. Unit. Alright, we are here. Oh! Holy crap, I'm going too fast. Okay, here we are. So, we need to do some math here. I know we've got 16, I believe, right here, right now. That's why I decided to build another 24, so 4 would round off a set of 20 here, and then we're going to build a second row of them on that side with another 20. So we're going to remove this buffer that's standing here, expand this platform, and then add the 4 here before extending out over the lake and adding the other 20. It's going to be a huge job, and let's get started. And we didn't bring concrete. Perfect. And we didn't grab the rubber. Perfect. Forgot about all that. So we're actually going to just drop off a bunch of crap here. Then we needs to go get the rubber. One thing at a time. I keep getting sidetracked. This episode is really dragging on. So here's what I'm talking about. The train is not here. We got our blades on. And we're flying, baby. Woo! There she is. Hopefully we don't collide into her. But the trick is that I have to remember to switch over to my jetpack when I get here. Otherwise I'll fall to my death. And that's happened a few times already. Wow, a whole 94 rubber. You spoiled me. Okay, we've got a little more here. We're just gonna try to piece together rubber wherever we can find it. Where I know I have some. Oh, I think it's in that box out there. We need 700, a little less than 700. 615. Come on, give it to me. Oh, so close. So close. Okay. That's not bad though. So I think we can switch over the refineries to produce the last of it and we'll be good to go. Oh, lucky for us, the train just got back, so it's a free ride, baby. Ooh. Wow, you can go a long ways from launching off one of those. We just laid down 23. The very last one is about to go down. And we are more than doubling our capacity, our power throughput here. Whoa, why is that power generator off over there? We'll have to check that out. They might not be getting enough fuel. All right, there it is. There's the last fuel generator. So now we're just going to work on hooking everything up, and we're basically going to use the other side as the template. Should be pretty easy. I'm going to do this symmetrically. So our resin actually got backed up because we're producing more resin than we're using, and that's dropped our fuel production in the pipe down there. So I didn't realize that it's because the rubber recipe only uses 40 resin per minute, whereas just the plastic was using 60. So we need a way to get rid of this resin, and I don't know if you can just dump anything in an awesome sink, but I'm just gonna try to dump the resin directly into the awesome sink. I mean the excess, and then see if that helps with the bottleneck. Okay, let's see if this works. It does. Oh, and it actually does count. It's just I guess the value's much lower, so much smaller progress, but yeah, it works. Sweet. So now we won't have a pile up of resin. Okay, so now we should have the full amount of fuel coming through here now. It looks like we're still using it up pretty fast, but maybe the system's just catching up. All right, so it is official. We have all 40 of our fuel generators online now. I took out all of the overclocking that we had on this side, and I didn't realize how much we actually overclocked over here. We pulled out 29 total shards from the system. So now the fuel is a little more balanced. Before the fuel wasn't sufficient, and so the system kept going up and down. And right now it's still working out some kinks as the generators at the very back kind of go on and offline when they're not getting enough fuel, but that should even out pretty soon as everything gets balanced. I had to pull some extra fuel. I turned on the extra 4 refineries that we had on this side, so that's coming down and being merged down here where we have this junction, and that's actually a perfect place for the merge because then we have this pipe that is almost full at 400. This one's coming in at close to 180, and then they're kind of being split evenly between these two pipes, so 260 and 260. And with 20 of these guys on one pipe, that's 240 fuel per minute. So as long as this is above that, then we're totally good, and you can see it is. So everything's balanced right now. Like I said, the system is just taking a little while to reach equilibrium. This also gave us the benefit of this extra resin, which I combined into this Mach 4 lift now. Yeah, now we have the potential to expand all of this side with this new node that we picked up here. Let's go check out the power stats, shall we? Okay, so we're up at 6,000 megawatts now, and that's even over. We finally made it over. It's not often that we do this, but we finally made it over our max consumption. Our regular consumption is kind of just undulating well below that peak at around 3K. So we're in a really good spot now, and I do want to add some more batteries, but I don't have the materials to do it. right now, so leave that for the future. At least now that we've got our biggest, literally the biggest power upgrade we've ever done online, we can focus on going back to the main base in the next episode and then working on the 2 milestones that we need to unlock for the Mach 5 belts. We also need to upgrade our steel pipe output, since that's a bottleneck for 2 of our buildings, including the assembly center. So we're gonna do all that in the next episode. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. Drop a like if you did, subscribe if you're new here, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.